This sounds like a Twilight Princess song. Is it just me? Yeah, Hike Sauce. I played all the console Zelda games soundtracks, or all the 3D Zelda games, so I was like, oh, I guess that's it. But then I realized I saw on the suggested Spirit Tracks, I'm like, wait a minute, that's a DS game with a really good soundtrack from what I remember. I haven't heard it in so long though. Frame Hourglass goated. No, I like it. I think Spirit Tracks is better though, to be honest. But I like both of them, so I think the opposite is weird. I thought I remember like Spirit Tracks doing like a lot of things Phantom Hourglass did, but better. Spirit Tracks was like actually like pretty good. I remember it being like, for some reason, I remember like the last dungeon of the game being like significantly harder than like the last, even the previous dungeon before that. I think the music it seems more memorable in Spirit Tracks too. The pan flute is cool. I remember the blowing in the mic was annoying, right? I don't remember how hard it got. It might have been fun. I don't even remember. Oh, right into the knee. Hey, Mr. Match. The music is from Spirit Tracks Zelda. Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks on the DS. It's like the third Toon Link game. So this is like DS music. Nintendo DS. Oh my gosh, I need his jab.
Show me your moves.
Yeah, you're welcome. I like them both, man. I mean, it's so hard to choose. I don't know. To me, they're both tied, but if I had to choose one, probably Majora's Mask. Because Majora's Mask is like crazy. For some reason, a lot of my regular viewers don't like Majora's Mask. It seems not that they hate it, but there's a lot of like Majora's Mask diehards out there, and my chat is not one of them. I'm not saying you don't like it. I'm just saying like the fact that it's not one of your favorites. Like I feel like you're not a Majora's Mask diehard. You die really hard, and then you come back to life, and you're like, oh, I love that game. See, for me, like I feel like when it comes to Zelda games, it's always hard to choose like a favorite because did I already explain this in another video? I don't remember. The way I see Zelda games is like the 3D Zelda games, especially, which are my favorites. They're all S tier, right? So it's just like, okay, which 10 out of 10 game is your favorite? That's the way I see it. They're all 10 out of 10s. It's just a matter of which 10 out of 10 you prefer, or what style of game you prefer, because they're all 10 out of 10. So that's how I see it. So it's always like really hard to just say like, oh, this one's clearly better. Except Skyward Sword, nah. I don't know. I guess Skyward Sword is like a 9.9 or something. The only like true flaw, like one of the true flaws I see with Skyward Sword, which it's not like a make or break thing, but if I were to like pick something out to like complain about, it would be the fact that the whole sky in Skyward Sword is like really barren and like there's barely anything. Like yeah, there's like a couple islands, there's like some rocks with like a treasure chest on it, but overall there's like barely anything. Like when Skyward Sword came out, I expected the sky to be like a sky version of the Wind Waker's Great Sea. You know the Great Sea? There's something in every sector of the game. No matter what part of the ocean you're on, there's something there. Whether it's big or small, it's something. But in Skyward Sword, like there's like nothing in so many parts of the sky. That's the one flaw I see with Skyward Sword. But other than that, I think the game's amazing, and like listening to the music again too, like reminded me like how godlike the music was. I mean, every Zelda game has amazing music, so it doesn't really change that, but I really like the game. Top 3 or 5 Zelda games. My top 4 is MMOOT, Breath of the Wild, and Wind Waker. Those are like my 4 favorites. And then after that, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, like 1% behind. It's almost the same though. Like, I honestly love the controls in Skyward Sword. I like the motion controls. TV sucks sometimes. I haven't like done any speedrunning of the game, so like I can't like talk for that. Like last time I played Twilight Princess was like when I was younger, and like I didn't have that kind of like knowledge or like thought process. But yeah, I just see it as like whenever someone's like, oh, this Zelda is clearly way better than the other, to me that's just weird because they're all so good. Like one being better than the other, it's like, okay, this one's slightly better, this one's a little bit better, but overall they're all like amazing. This is just talking about like 3D ones. I mean, there's other amazing ones too, like A Link to the Past, and mainly talking about 3D Zeldas. But even every Zelda game period is amazing. Like, there's not really a single bad Zelda game. Like, not counting CDI games. Like, what's a bad Zelda? I don't even know. It's just like a good Zelda game and a slightly less good Zelda game. Most people probably say what, Zelda 2 or something. I loved Zelda 2 though. I actually had more fun with it than Zelda 1, honestly. Even though Zelda 1's more like more of a true Zelda. Crossbow training? Dude, crossbow training was amazing. Dude, crossbow training was awesome. I love that game. I got like, what was the max rank? Platinum medals? I got like the best medal on every level. Like I love Link's crossbow training. That game was amazing. Love that game. That game was so fun, dude. That game was so fun. What's a game Wizzy hates? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played a game that I hate. I've like never played a game I hate, I guess. That's actually funny. I mean, so like I don't go out of my way to play games, you know, like the angry video game nerd. Growing up, it seems like there were like two or three groups of type of kids. There's a type of kids, which a lot of my friends are like this apparently. They grew up and they got every video game they wanted. Like, oh, I want this game. Their parents buy it for them, like right away, more or less. Or I had another friend, like, yeah, he got every game he wanted, every console he wanted, or like something of that sort, right? And then there's like the other type of kid who's like begs for a video game and gets like 1 or 2 or 3 new ones a year, and that's it. And that was me. I've only played so many games growing up, and I would have played so many games if my parents bought them for me, but they didn't. So you just have to milk the crap out of like what games you do have. Even once you get bored of a game you have, you just have to keep playing it because you got nothing else to do. You don't have any other games to play, or well, you don't like. You can't buy any games, so you gotta play what you have. I wonder if that could be like some kind of like mind game. Oh, we saw that laser weaving. That was overdosage. Finally, this song. Took forever to get to this part.